Hi, I'm Andrew,
And I'm Minna.
and we're the Foolish Couple. Today's topic is, are you normal? Growing up, I was a major superhero fan. Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. The list goes on and on. Yet, what is one common theme amongst all these superheroes? Yes, that's right, they're not normal people. In fact, I would consider them as optimal beings. Some may argue that Superman and Wonder Woman are optimal because they have superpowers, right? But Batman certainly did not have any superpowers, yet he is still in optimal form and function. I'm referring to the comic version of Batman, of course, definitely not the Ben Affleck version.
So, what is normal? Normal is average. Normal is boring. In today's times, normal means you're overweight, borderline diabetic, sleep deprived, overstressed, and underachieved. So, how does the medical world rank people as normal or not? First of all, there must there needs to be a mechanism to measure our metrics and gather the data. I'm not very good at math, but I do remember the standard deviation, which is a graph that looks like, this, which basically says that if you fall somewhere in the middle range, you're normal. And as a general rule, that's about 2 standard deviations, meaning 95% of the people. It doesn't matter whether they're sick, young, old, overweight, underweight, malnourished, or whatever. 95% of the population would be considered as normal. Now, what do our doctors look at? Mostly during our annual checkups, they would look at our weight, height, blood pressure. If they do send you out for blood tests, then you'll probably get your blood glucose levels and cholesterol levels. Now, if most people are overweight, has high blood glucose levels, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol levels, then yeah, this graph shifts so that 95% of people would still be considered normal or average. But does that mean that we are healthy? Normal doesn't mean that we're healthy. It definitely does not mean that we have optimal health. Because as you may already know, there are more sick people nowadays than before. And if most people are sick, then being sick becomes the new normal.
For example, we live in California, which is the sunny state. But even for the people who are living here, most of them are deficient in vitamin D. So what's considered the normal level of vitamin D? Well, according to the medical world, a number greater than 20 is considered normal, which means that most people's vitamin D level is about 20. That's average. Now, for most people, hearing they have an average level of vitamin D makes them all happy and cheerful. But what does that really mean to your health? Research confirmed that the optimal levels of vitamin D is actually 50, not 20. And doctors know that 50 is optimal, but is not average. 95% of the people are around 20, so that becomes the normal range. And here's something that most of you may not know. Many of us believe that staying out in the sun would convert the UV rays into vitamin D into our bodies, right? There are 2 main flaws in this notion. First, many of us were told to make sure we slap on plenty of sunscreen whenever you go into the sun because of potential skin damage and maybe even skin cancer, right? But in the US, sunscreens are heavily regulated. The sunscreens that are available in the US market mainly block only UVB rays. Rarely do they also block UVA rays, and if they do, it's very little. UVA rays is actually the spectrum that can cause premature aging, freckles, and skin cancer, while UVB rays is what your body actually needs to make vitamin D. So if your sunscreen is blocking UVB, then it is preventing your body from making vitamin D while also letting the more harmful UVA rays into your body. The way to get around this is to use sunscreens that are made from European countries or Asian countries and make sure that they block UVA rays also.
What about your blood sugar? Your doctor would probably tell you that a blood sugar level below 100 is considered normal. And you don't have to worry about it. But according to research, the optimal range is actually between 70 and 80. Anything over 80 means you have an increased risk of diabetes. Today, the majority of the population has a reading between about 101 to 104, 124, which is actually pre-diabetic. But most doctors would tell you that you don't have to worry about it until it passes 125, because what happens? When your blood sugar hits 125, that's when your doctor can prescribe you some medication, and that's what they're trained to do.
Minna and I never wanted any children, but we have a few friends and clients that are planning on having children in the near future. The latest change in what is considered normal testosterone levels is alarming. Previously, a known company called LabCorp considered testosterone levels of 348 to 1,197 as the normal range, and this was based on lean adult males. In 2017, they lowered the range to 264 to 916, and that's because more adult males are overweight, and we know that belly fat and obesity is known to lower testosterone levels. So the average testosterone level for male has officially gone down. Is being normal healthy? The average person are sick, depressed, and they suffer from more chronic pains and diseases. Being normal means you are part of the population that is getting sick. Is that the normal that you want? What about your heart rate, blood pressure, height, weight, or even your body temperature? If you want to know what is considered optimal for these numbers, let us know. I know that doctors never explain them to you, what those measurements mean when they take them, even when they say that you're in the normal range. Just remember that if you are medically normal, then chances are you are not in optimal health. While the medical profession relies on numbers and lab results to determine whether you are in the normal range or not, we as functional health professionals take a different approach. We strive on obtaining optimal health, the best health that you can be, and we strive to help you look younger, be stronger, and to live free of diseases and pain. Bottom line, we may not be Superman or Wonder Woman, but certainly we try to help you become your own superhero when it comes to your health. Till next time, love what you live and live what you love.